we say in the morning time, Jesus is our rock, so let us roll. That's it. Let's go. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask, has anyone here done the open top bus tour of Dublin? Hop on, hop off?
Yep.
Yes, some of you have done. So, you know everything about Dublin. I don't need to talk at all. This is great. Great. All right. The reason why I ask is that as we go along, I will be talking a little bit about historic buildings. And there may be that little bit of repetition since you've done the open top bus tour. But I'm sure you won't mind too much. Now, I'm going to say to you that here, directly in front of us, is the Bank of Ireland. The Bank of Ireland was once our parliament. In the late 1700s, we did not have independence, but no, excuse me, we were allowed a certain amount of autonomy by the British. They did allow us to legislate for ourselves. However, we lost our parliament after the Great Rebellion of the year 1798. And thereafter we were ruled directly from Britain. Now, directly in front of us here is Trinity College. Trinity College is our oldest and most prestigious university, founded by Queen Elizabeth I back in the year 1592, and it is associated with such people as, such famous literary figures as Jonathan Swift, Samuel Beckett, Oscar Wilde, Bram Stoker of Dracula fame. Bram Stoker was a Dublin man, and it was reckoned that the word Dracula may have come from two Irish Gaelic words, Druc Ola, meaning drink blood. Now we have loads and loads of useless information for you today. Politician, excuse me, popular politician here in Ireland in the early 1800s. He achieved many things for the Irish people. Daniel O'Connell was a pacifist. He did not believe in using violence to achieve political aims. But I'm going to show you now, very shortly, a building here in O'Connell Street associated with men who were not pacifists, Irish rebels in fact. And the particular building is perhaps the most iconic building in Dublin, the GPO, the General Post Office. The GPO was actually headquarters for Irish rebels during the 1916 rebellion. And there were many rebellions against British rule. Ironically, this particular rebellion was quite small, and it only lasted for 1 week. But the events that followed it were to change the course of Irish history. Now, before I talk about the GPO again, which is here on the left-hand side, this imposing building with pillars outside it, GPO, I'm very briefly going to say that here on the right-hand side, perhaps the most controversial and certainly the most futuristic-looking monument in Dublin, that is the spire. But I'll talk about the spire when we return to O'Connell Street later.